G'day guys, Dom here. So today I got something pretty cool to show you guys. Or at least I think it's pretty cool, but I'm obviously pretty fucking biased, so you can make your own decision. This is the DB Blades Contender. Nice Kydex sheath, nicely rounded. Nice solid retention. Thanks to Jeff over in the States, I believe, for helping me name this one. You guys can probably tell that I kind of suck at naming things, so whenever I get somebody helping me out with a name that I actually like, it's really helpful and much appreciated. So thanks, Jeff. But here we go. So first thing you'll notice is that it's a very conservative design. Usually when you see my stuff, it is very out there. It's crazy, wild shit like this, for instance, that I'm working on right now. It's weird designs. That's usually what I do. That's where my heart lies. But every now and then, it's nice to just do something classy, something classical. I mean, this is a pretty classical shape. Kind of like a pointy, curvy knife. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should call it a drop point or just a knife. It's sharp on one end, it's got a handle on it. Very technical. But yeah. So you can see we've got the rock pattern going on here. I've been really digging the rock pattern recently, so you can see it in a lot of my work. And it's helping out with the Kydex as well, because it kind of gives you sort of a buffer. It's not as good as a handle, but it gives you a bit of protection from scratching the shit out of your handle. So on a knife like this, I like to do some sort of pattern here, just to protect the handle from the Kydex. This one's got a double hollow grind, 10-inch wheel, and that belt finish satin. It's 400 grit, so it really brings out the hollow in it. And of course, it's nice and thin behind the edge, so this thing is dick shaving sharp. Slightly reinforced tip. So the way I do these hollow grinds is actually do it in a sort of a weird motion. It's kind of hard to describe without being on a grinder, but it's got a hollow here that gradually goes into a flat tip, which gives you a much stronger tip. Because typically with a hollow grind, if you just follow the edge, you get a hollow grind tip, which is really delicate. So this one's a little bit stronger, but you still got that nice fine edge down here for slicing tasks. OD green lanyard, because I had OD green. Everything here has been nicely rounded off and comfortable. And if you guys go through my Instagram feed, you'll actually see I made two knives pretty similar to this for the Sydney Knife Show. And this is basically the evolved version of that. I've changed up a few angles, I've changed up the geometry in it a little bit, just to evolve the design and make it nice and comfortable. And I actually made two of these things. Well, three really, but mainly two. So here's another one, same deal. Nice big hollow. The logos that decided to play along, which is nice. These are both in D2 tool steel. I think in the future I'll probably make these out of a stainless steel, like maybe 154 cm. D2 is pretty rust resistant, but it's not perfect. It has issues with rust. It's not as bad as a high carbon steel, but if you leave it, in a wet sink overnight, it's going to rust. And D2's also got issues with the grain showing through. So I don't know if you can see it in this lighting, but if you get the right light and you get the right angle, you'll see the grain in the steel on the satin part. Not really much you can do about that, but it's there. It's the main reason you don't see a lot of mirror polished D2 stuff, because the grain just shows through. And this one too. Nice and sharp. Basically the same thing. So I've got two of these on my site, finished, ready to go. And after that I'll probably have these made to order out of, I'm going to say 154 cm because I like that stuff, but we'll see. And of course, we have one more. Now this is actually the same, it's the same design, but I kind of had to shrink it down because the bar of steel was only really big enough for 2 3/4 of one. So this one's a little bit shorter than the rest. And I figured since I'm going shorter than the rest, I'm going to make this totally different and make it unique. So this is a contender that's been modified, I guess. So first up, you'll notice we've got a really nice aggressive compound grind. This side, and it is chisel. This side's got jimping on it. Nice and small. This is a bit more of a smaller grip. So basically a 3-finger grip, and that's it. Really nice and sharp, aggressive edge. Now the secret with chisel grinds, right? That when you cut with them, if you just cut standard with the chisel grind, it's going to, favor one direction and kind of give you a curved cut. But because it's just a wedge, really, if you want to get a straight cut, you just kind of have to adjust your cutting angle. So really, after you get a bit of practice on it, you can actually get nice straight cuts. It's kind of awkward doing it through the viewfinder, but you get the idea. So yeah, nice and sharp. Basically the same thing as the rest, just a nice pattern on there. And we've got the kind of a creepy logo hanging out. I did it a little bit differently, so I kind of finished it after with the logo on, so it's not as in your face as these two. I don't know, it's something I like to mess with every now and then, just to, experiment. I really like what I do, so knife making, especially weird one-off stuff like this, it's kind of just like playtime for me to come up with something cool, something interesting. So yeah. I just like making knives that are different, pretty much. Like, I used to draw through high school. I was a very artsy kid. I did a lot of that sort of stuff. And I'd like to put that into my work. Like, I don't want to make just a fucking knife. I want to make something interesting that looks cool and works. No, I mean, I'm getting off on a tangent anyway. So yeah, a bit of fun. A little bit different. All three of these are on the site. I don't think I'm going to make another one of these again because it's been done now. But these two are going to be on the site. And if you guys dig them, like, I'll probably have them as a tier 1 custom made to order on the site. But we'll see. I really like this design. Hopefully they go well. I go through quite a lot of designs. If you go through my Facebook and Instagram feed, you'll see so many potential new models that just don't go off anywhere. They just don't go anywhere. And that's just part of it. Like, I like to experiment with designs, and if they don't go well, they don't go well. People don't buy them. It's a numbers game, really, at least in my opinion. Also, coming out this week, or probably next week, or shit, no, that's being optimistic. So, at some point in the future, you'll see a build video on these. This is the second batch of keychain cutters, and I'm just going to do a quick build video. No talking or nothing, just to show that they've been made differently. So yeah, that's coming up. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.